There are two types of hobo tubers that you cannot trust with your baby, your camera, your truck. Today we expose the lies that lie beneath the sewer rats. Darkness to the light today.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I think it's pretty obvious that YouTubers can't be trusted with a bank account. We shouldn't be allowed to drive. We should not be allowed in laundry shops. We are the lowest form of life on our current flat earth, unless there's regions outside of here that contain even dumber people. Then maybe there's someone worse than a hobo YouTuber. But right now we're the bottom. And there's some people you can trust, but when it comes to camera reviews, some people are just too positive. They don't give you the full story. It's annoying. Imagine if your car was broken down. You bring it into your mechanic and he's just all super positive about it. You have a meeting and it went wrong fast. That meeting. Hey Dale, my car sucks. Broke down again, the brakes. I was going down a hill, the thing wouldn't even stop. It killed so many people. Oh man, we gotta fix this thing. Do we though? I mean, I've seen your car. It's a fantastic car. That thing goes 40 miles an hour. You see the gallons per mile on that thing? It's unbeatable. Your car's the best car there is right now. It's like one of the best cars right now. What are you talking about? I just ran over 14 people on the way here. There's no brakes. The line, there's no connection there. When I press the pedal, people are dying. We just need to connect the cord or something. It's a problem. It's a known problem. Mark, your car has air conditioning. You have leather seats here. Seat belts clicking right in every time. Smoothness, a GPS system. I just put that in. It's like the best car on the market. It's a great car. It's just there's some flaws with it. You have to see that. Look at that guy. He's limping. I just ran him over. There's no brakes. He's not gonna make it. He's leaving a widow tonight. There's flaws here. You have to see them. I see nothing. It's not on the spec sheet. Brakes falling apart. This is what we get. Someone sent me that car for free, and it's a good car. You can trust me. Brakes. Come on, the luxury items. Oh, I wish I had heated steering wheels and brakes. Give me a break. Give me a break. You piece of shit. Get out of my shop. So here's the deal. There's actually 3 types of people that you cannot trust in the camera industry on YouTube. Now the first, this is just my bitterness seeking out. For the most part, this is not an all-encompassing category here, but people who were sent the item first without us knowing, and then NDAs lifted, launch day, boom. I'm not saying everybody, I've done it. I trust people. Potato Jet, that's how you say his name. He gets the cameras usually early, and I trust his opinion. He makes really good reviews. Like, he always goes through. I love how tactful he is with his negatives. If something's wrong with the camera, he'll just say like, wouldn't it be cool if it did this? It's fine. Like, he puts such a positive spin on it, where if I was seeing it, I'd be like, I can't believe this feature doesn't exist. What the fuck? So I see it. So sometimes you cannot trust people who were sent the camera early. It's always in the back of your mind. You're always trying to give a positive spin on it. Companies pick and choose people who are very positive about their items, and then they send it to them on launch. Like Fuji chose me for the XS10 launch, and I gave a good review, but I told them about the negatives. Like the IBIS wasn't very good, and certain things were It was a very positive review in my opinion. So they never sent me anything ever again. I don't know why. That video went viral as hell. Not really. But in general, when a camera is launched, or a lens, and it's launch day, and then there's like 18 reviews coming out all at the same time, those are nice to see what the features are, but that's not gonna get you the dirt and the grit that you need to know. You have to wait until people actually buy it, review it, and then do they keep it? Is that a return instantly? We need to know these things. So launch day, these things weren't even on my list. There's 2 categories of people you cannot trust. Let's get to the list. Ambassadors. I think Olympus ambassadors are the worst, but every ambassador brand. You have a camera company, say Canon, and then there's Canon ambassadors, seekers of the light, whatever they're called, freaks in their dark closets, seeking the light, let me out please. You're in there for a reason. Ambassadors of Olympus, they're possibly, what's his name? I'm gonna call him out right now. Piece of fun.
Alright, where was I? I was about to rat somebody out. My girlfriend came home, I had to pause everything, and I just left. That's best. So, I think it was Robin Wong. Don't quote me on that, because there's a Richard Wong and a Robin Wong. I think they're both ambassadors for separate companies. Don't quote me on that. But Richard Wong is at least more objective and complainy, like me. You test the autofocus, he's like, that could be improved, Panasonic. So there's that. But Robin Wong is the Olympus ambassador and just never a problem. Every lens, this is the best lens. It's so light. Look how sharp that is. Thank God. So in general, the ambassadors, you can't trust them because they work for the company. I don't know if they get paid, but like they want to be in favor. And you're not going to end up an ambassador for very long if you're critical of their products. It's like, okay, let's drop that guy. He's bad news. So you can't really trust them because they're in the back of the mind, even if they're honest people and they want to do right, they're like, oh, I want to impress. I can do good, Panasonic. Don't worry, I got your back. Mention their flaws. The second type of channel that you just can't trust is a camera store channel. Now, back in the day, Camera Store TV, Chris and Jordan, okay, they're objective, and now they're different. They're working for a camera review site, but they still keep it critical. Chris is always complaining about something. That's my kind of guy. But some stores, just no matter what, their end goal is to sell you that camera. It's more of a display. Here it is. Here's all the features we have. Doesn't matter if the brakes don't work and you run over 15 people on your way to the vlog. They don't care about that. They just want to sell it to you. Now, don't get me wrong here. Some of them are good channels. Like I like the Vistec guy. He makes good reviews and compares. He's critical, but in general, if you have a camera store and your goal in life is to sell cameras and you get one in before anybody else has it and you talk about it, your goal is to sell that camera. My goal isn't to sell you camera. Don't get me wrong here. You better click on some links down there. And it helps me quite a bit. It's actually shocking how much it helps. But that's never my goal. I just want to disappoint you with camera gear and point out the flaws. You might hate them. Like this Huawei P40 Pro. I've been trying to hide the color science, but you can't hide it for long. It's gonna be there. You can't hide behind a pole. I'm trying to go to the other side. My arms aren't long enough. It's my genetics. Every camera and lens has something it could improve on, and that's my purpose on this plane, this flat plane of a planet. That's what I'm here to do. Just find the flaws in everything. That 9mm coming, the Leica, should be amazing. Everybody's so excited, but what if it has wavy corners and the autofocus is jumpy and unreliable? These are things we have to think about. The Fuji X-H2 coming. Sounds amazing on paper. Will the autofocus actually be reliable? It has animal eye detect. Will that work? Just because it's on paper don't mean it work. In fact, my goal today is using this Fuji in autofocus and see what happens. So that'll be another video to come. Will it be reliable? Because I took the Sony out. I have an amazing footage. The last day with that Sony 200-600, entirely using autofocus. I was tracking shit. Kingfisher flying across the town. But when I reviewed that lens, I told you about the faults of it being so heavy and kind of awkward with that super fast zoom ring that slides under the weight. And if you hold it by the tripod foot, it's actually a lot better. But you need long fingers to be dancing around those rings. So everything has a flaw, except the Huawei P40 Pro, of course. Flawless. in its color science, stability, and slow motion abilities. So, those are the people you, in general, can't trust. So, if you see a camera store or an ambassador, put your radar on there and say, okay, warning lights, I'll give you a chance, but something could go haywire. And those early adopters that get the gear early, I tell you, it's fun to get it early, and you kind of want to say nice things like, thank you, Sony, for giving me. Oh, this is not so bad. I might have some lenses coming someday from something. Can't say much. How are you? All right, time to test this autofocus. Come on, Fuji. You're coming with me. So, what do you think? Do you agree? Are there any categories I missed? Probably. But those are the people you should be afraid of. I'm going to leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. An affiliate link sales will be provided to you down below. Subscribe. I sold out, but I saved it for the last 18 seconds. That means I'm good.